What's up guys, it's Light Spiral with the Hall of Wind B4 Farmable team video. So if any of you guys haven't seen any of our videos before, basically what I do in these is I just go over how to get all 5 of the monsters, as well as what's it called? As well as how to get the skill ups for them and what their purpose is in the team, and the replacements you could have for them if you didn't want to use this exact team, because you might have other units built that could replace these ones. And so yeah, I'll start to get into it now. The first guy I have is the Wind Griffin, or Bernard. You can get him through Tamor Desert, and you can get skill ups. I'll do the skill ups later. But you can basically get him doing Tamor Desert. The second unit I have, oh, and he's a natural 3-star, I'll say that too. The second unit I have is Colleen, the Fire Harpoo. She's a natural 2-star, and you can get her through Unknown Scrolls or the Fire Harpoo Secret Dungeon. Shannon is the Wind Pixie. She's a natural 2-star. You can get her through Unknown Scrolls or the Wind Pixie Secret Dungeon. Rayok is the Fire Inugami. You can get him, he's a natural 3-star, and you can get him through any Fame and Volcano level. And Rakaja is the Wind Yeti, a natural 2-star. You can get him through Unknown Scrolls or the Wind Yeti Secret Dungeon. And so now we'll get into the skill ups for all of them. For Griffin skill ups, you can get the Fire one from Secret Dungeons, the Water one from Secret Dungeons, and the Wind one from Tamor Desert. For Harpoos, all 3 of them you can get through Unknown Scrolls, and the Water Harpoo you can get through Mount White Dragon. And then Shannon, the Wind Pixie, you can get all 3 pixies from from Unknown Scrolls, and the Water Pixie you can get through, I want to say, the very last stage. I don't know. You'll get plenty of skill ups for all the natural 2-stars through Unknown Scrolls, though. I know that for sure. Rayok, the Fire Inugami, you can get skill up and Inugami skill ups. And the Water one is in the first stage of the game, Garen Forest. The Wind one is in Tulane Forest. The Fire one is in Fame and Volcano, and the Light and Dark ones both have secret dungeons. And the Wind Yeti, you can get all the Yetis through secret dungeons, as well as the Water one through, all the Yetis through Unknown Scrolls. And the Water Yeti you can get through Mount White Dragon. Fire and Wind Yeti, I believe, have secret dungeons so you can get them from. So that's all the units and their skill ups. Now I'll just go through the purpose in the team so you can get a better understanding of how to beat these dungeons, as well as replacements you can get, and I'll also just run through a couple replacements. Bernard the Wind Griffin is in here for the speed buff, and that's pretty much it. So in terms of replacements, you could use anyone that has a speed buff. So the Fire Garuda does that when it's awakened. The Water Bounty Hunter, I don't necessarily recommend that for Wind B4 that much, but you could use it if you want. Just anyone with a speed buff. The Wind Penguin Knight, that one would work. And then for replacements for Colleen, the Fire Harpoo, basically she's in the team for all 3 of her skills. So I don't necessarily recommend replacing her, but I'll tell you why she's in here anyways. She's in here for the attack break or attack debuff on the first skill. The second skill, the HP recovery block. And the third skill does the heal, and the attack buff isn't that important, but the heal is pretty important. Shannon's in here. She's another one I don't really recommend trying to replace, because the reason she's in here is because of her glancing hit first skill, her second skill AoE slow, and her third skill AoE defense buff. But so in terms of replacements for her, I don't really recommend it, but really anyone with a defense buff could be a replacement for Shannon. Rayok is in here just for damage, so a replacement for him would be any damage dealer you have that's not water. So whether you have the Fire High Elemental or the Wind High Elemental, or I'm not going to go through every single damage dealer in the game, but any damage dealer could replace Rayok or the Fire Inugami. And the Windy Yeti is in here just for healing, so replacements for him could be any like full team heal, not a single target healer, but a full team healer. So like the Light Yugami, the Light Bearman, the what's it called? The Water Howl. I don't necessarily recommend the Water Howl because it is water and it's a wind dungeon, but you get the point. Any healer is going to work for that slot. And the last thing I want to say before I cut the video off is that I know this is a B4 team, and this team is going to be very easy to obtain for it to beat B4 Hall of Wind. But I would recommend that you watch my Hall of Wind B10 video that's already on this channel, and just build that team, because if you build that team, that B10 team is going to be able to beat B1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It'll beat all 10 stages. So if you just make that one team, you can make 5 units, and those 5 units are going to take you through all 10 stages. Whereas this team right here, I don't think they might be able to beat B10 if I 6-start all of them, but I don't know that it would be able to beat B10. So that's really all I have to say for this video, guys. If you have any other dungeons that you're having trouble beating, be sure to tell me in the comment section, and I'll do my best to make a video on it as soon as possible. And that's really all I have for today, though, guys. So may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows.